All right. Oh, man.
Testing.
Testes.
Bulwarks.
That is one of my...
She sells.
So,
clamshells.
You ready for this? We're golfing today, and we were listening to My Sharona. And do you remember that Steve Dahl song? Ayatollah?
Yes.
Ayatollah. Dude, that was so... We spent like 3 holes trying to figure out what the My Sharona song was.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I just started missing Steve Dahl.
I know.
Yeah.
He's been off the air for how long now?
He's been off the air for a long time, man. He's been off the air for a long time.
20 years?
Yeah. You know what? Is he dead?
I don't
okay.
think he's dead. I told you my Steve Dahl story, right?
No.
So, So I worked at a software company, and the guys.
Yeah.
I guess I could say his name.
You can say his first name.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah. Roger. He was the general manager at WDAI, and he was the one who fired Steve Dahl after
Disco Demolition.
Disco Demolition.
Oh, no way.
So I went to work for a software company of which he was in charge of, and we would sit there, and in those days when we were programming, we'd be drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes the whole day while we were programming, like in a small room, right?
Right.
And we'd listen to Steve Dahl. And every once in a while, he would just fucking go off on Roger and just go off. And then we're sitting there like, hee, because he's our boss, you know?
Right.
And I know he can fucking hear it, you know?
Right.
And we're just laughing and laughing and laughing. Long story short, he's dead now. Died of brain cancer, Roger.
Are you saying somehow those two things are related to firing Steve Dahl?
Not related. Just he was at a convention and he never came down. And people went into his room and they found him passed out and turned out he had brain cancer. And they did chemo and all that stuff. But 4, 5, 6 months. I don't know how long it was.
Wow. Are you? No, that's a good story. Are the rest of your stories not depressingly sad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm in a fucking. I feel like I'm in a fucking wake right now.
Yeah.
And just a little Steve Dahl note. Yeah, everyone he knows is dead now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Him and Gary hate each other.
No, I don't think that was a thing.
No,
I don't think so. But man, I remember listening to that so much. And then we were talking about Johnny B is not doing his thing anymore. Yeah. He did like 50 shows and then he stopped.
I mean, they're old, man.
Yeah, but I mean, it's once a week.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's got nothing else to do.
He's probably in a supper club in Wisconsin somewhere.
You know he is. Okay, Teddy, are you prepared?
Absolutely not.
Okay, well, hey, you know what? That's what's going to make this so fucking great.
We're going to delete this episode.
There will be the only thing that will be deleted is nothing, Ted.
We'll work this all out in editing afterwards. Don't worry about it, Ted.
Somebody asked me that. They're like, "Oh, how do you edit the show?" And I go, once again, I don't even know how the board works. I have no idea how the software works. I go, we start it and then we finish it,
and that's it.
It's everything you hear is everything that we've said. There is nothing that is left out. Okay, all right, Teddy. Teddy is, man, you know what?
When we get into this, out at this late hour.
Yeah, when we get into this and we kind of explain what's happening, I think everyone's going to enjoy this. Not nearly as much as us, but almost as much as us.
I picture at some point they're just dead silence, and Teddy looks up in Matt's eyes like, and Matt's just like, "Fuck you, dude. You're on your own."
You know what? I would never do that. No, I would do that to Ted. I would do that to Ted.
I hope you start the podcast. I actually have a funny story to start the podcast. I actually have a funny story. I'm not going to tell it right now in pre-podcast mode, but I will tell it during the actual podcast.
Well then, Teddy, let's do it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Sure.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey everybody! Welcome to the Real 3 Idiots podcast. Across from me is Maddie Piss Pants. PP.
Cut. Let's do that over.
Yeah. Let's restart that. You know what? I did not think this piss pants thing was really gonna.
It doesn't have any traction. That's why it's not real. It doesn't matter.
It has tons of traction. Everybody is doing. Listen,
because bedwetting is a serious medical condition. condition. It's not.
It's number one. Bedwetting is not a serious medical condition. It's a medical condition you make fun of.
I peed in my pants before. It makes you feel warm and fuzzy, and it's okay. It's okay.
For a little while.
For a little
it's
while,
really cold.
I mean, you just got to wash your sheets afterwards. Other than that, it's okay. It's harmless.
No, that is terrible. No, the people that listen to the show are literally messing with me and call me piss pants when we're golfing and we're out and stuff. So I am not digging that,
Wait,
man.
has anyone ever dipped your hand in the warm water while you were sleeping to induce you to urinate?
I've heard that.
Is that a real thing?
I've never tried it.
Is that a real thing even?
Here's what happens. As soon as you dip somebody, as soon as you move somebody's hand, they wake up immediately. Yeah, we tried it. And here's what happens. If you do it to somebody who's bigger than you, they get up and they hit you. Yeah. And that's not fun.
Unless they're saran wrapped to the bed.
Correct.
Then they can't move.
Code red.
Jesus Christ, Ted. Man, I am never going to room with you anywhere ever again. But Ted, thank you for inviting me to the show today.
And Johnny, welcome as our guest.
Thank you. Glad to be here. I'm a little distracted because directly in front of me is what appears to be a shot glass made out of the torso of a woman who's rather voluptuous, and I'm just very distracted. I have a semi.
You're semi-hard from a shot glass with boobs and a shapely
That is
buttocks.
the most attractive shot glass I've ever seen. I mean, it's pretty hot looking.
Oh, man. No,
he's fingering. No, I mean, like, Ted, not fingering, but like,
Ted,
now he's fingering.
Ted, number one, no one can see that, so stop that. It's terrifying, okay?
I'm going to put this on my, not on my butt.
And now it's getting a little awkward because now my marching orders are to thank somebody who's not even here, so I'm here to thank Brian for being our previous guest last week, who is no longer here. Brian, thank you for being here before, for offering your input.
He's listening, Ted.
Yeah, Ted, it's just being polite.
He's out there somewhere.
Yeah, it's being polite. You know he's going to listen, and he's going to say, wow, that was really nice that Ted thanked me for being an awesome guest. Because Johnny, he was awesome. I thought he was awesome last
night.
It
was a great show. Sure. I love Brian.
Yeah. Brian, thank you wherever you are.
B-Dog.
Assuming you're out there somewhere. It's like praying. We hope somebody hears us. We don't really know.
Yeah,
sure.
It's not like we're in Highland Park or anything.
Oh man, so soon,
too soon,
bro.
Too soon.
So soon.
That was raw.
That is just wrong, man. But listen, since you brought it up, and everybody probably knows this, there was a shooting in Highland Park, right? And some kid, got
Emo Phillips. He looks exactly like Emo Phillips.
He does. Here's my only rant on this, and I don't want to totally get into it. I do have something I want to talk about it, but
I do as well.
But here's my thing. This kid threatened to kill his entire family a couple years ago, and his old man co-signed for a gun for him.
No, he actually sponsored him for a FOID card when he was like 18.
Right.
A FOID card, yeah.
And after the kid kills 8 people, the father says, I don't feel any culpability for that.
He should get half. Whatever the kid gets, and I hope he gets a daily. I hope his sentence is daily ball electrocution. Yeah. They set him up and electrocute his ball. His old man should get half of whatever he gets.
Here's the funny thing. So obviously there's no death penalty in Illinois, as we all know.
Yeah, and that's bullshit.
But the good news is, so as you probably know, I don't know if you knew this, but I guess he was dressed up as a woman to escape after he did the shooting. Yeah. So the good news is when he's in prison for the rest of his life, he's going to be dressed up as a woman every day, getting a cock up his ass and his mouth.
Whoa, Teddy!
For the next 60 years. So wish granted.
But you know what? Listen. Whether you don't agree with certain things about the death penalty, there are things that people do in this society that they do, and then they no longer should be allowed in this society anymore, and to participate in any way.
I agree with you. But
at any point.
So here's the funny thing. So this kid's online social media postings, he had the rifle. He talked about mass shootings. But the funny thing, the end of his social media postings, he talked about suicide by cop. So he was actually too much of a pussy to even do that because he had the chance because he had a gun he had a rifle in his car.
So let's talk.
So now we have to pay for this little cocksucker for the next 60 fucking years in prison. The good people of Northern tax dollars have to pay for this jagoff.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that for just 1 second. In the old days when I was young,
every
mass shooting ended with the killer dying. And the last few they haven't. And it's like I don't understand because they're going to be miserable and they're going to wish they were dead, right? If you spend 50 years in prison, you're not going to last that long, but if you're in 50 years, some white kid, 18-year-old white kid going to prison, he's not going to be happy there.
Yeah, Listen, I don't think anybody's happy in prison.
You know, someone's going to be happy. It's just not going to be him.
Yeah.
It's gonna be his cellmate.
Someone's going to be happy.
They need to pull the trigger, or that's
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, there's certain things that you do that you no longer can participate in. It's so heinous that you no longer can participate in our society in any way, shape, or form. And I understand you don't want people who are who are innocent to get the death penalty and everything. But hey, listen, they got it. All the proof is here. You don't need 50 years. You don't need 100 years. And he doesn't need to sit there. I mean, just end everybody's suffering and say, listen, if you do this, you are going to die.
And I can't help but to point out, and I know, people will question this because I understand there are, whatever. But that white kid, and I know they didn't find him, right? They didn't find him right away. He went to Madison and whatever. But nothing happened to him. There was a cop outside before he went into the school calling in to ask his commander if he could take the kill shot. And the commander didn't respond in time. So he could have killed the kid before he even went into the school, but that didn't happen. And at the
Wait, are we talking about Uvalde now? Or are we talking about something
sorry.
else?
I did switch gears. I'm sorry.
I thought we were talking about something else.
I did want to. I meant to preface that. So so there's that, right? And then they shoot that black kid who was unarmed 60 times. I didn't hear anybody calling their commander to see if it was okay to shoot the black kid.
Listen,
60 times.
Listen, if we're gonna pretend that there's not some kind of discrepancy there, there is. There obviously is, right?
Right.
But I just think it's so weird to me that we're doing this and we're talking about this, but then there's just so much insanity that goes around with this because you guys probably heard this, Marjorie Taylor Greene, right? I mean, and man, something needs to happen to her. She's lost her fucking mind, but she is going around telling everybody there's some sort of conspiracy, right? And that
people who hate guns somehow killed 8 people to make it sound like guns are bad.
Right. Like somehow a bunch of people who don't want people to have guns went out and killed a bunch of people at a parade and killed a couple of cops out east so that people couldn't have guns?
It's insane.
I mean, that doesn't even make sense.
And what did they do? Hire this 18-year-old punk to do it? Like,
yes.
They just ignore the facts,
Yeah.
Right, because he's not going to say anything.
Well, the funny. I mean, it's not funny at all. But so I think at that Highland Park shooting, 70 plus rounds were fired.
Yeah.
30 people were injured. 7 of them were killed.
Right.
I don't know if it's 30 plus 7 or 30 total. But the point is, thank God he wasn't a good shot, because if he was actually a good shot and a trained marksman, a lot more people would have died. Because I mean, obviously he has no marksman skills whatsoever. Because I mean, to shoot 70 rounds and hit only 30, he's not even 50%.
I mentioned this.
Right?
I mentioned
That's
this
true.
to my wife.
Right.
I mentioned this to my wife, and you could tell when you listen to the footage. He just unleashes the weapon.
Yeah.
He's not
which takes no skill whatsoever.
Right.
But
But
takes no skill.
that guy in Vegas, and I don't know how many people died there.
50, I think 40 or 50.
Yeah.
Far away.
Yeah.
Far away. I know he probably had more targets.
Yeah, I think he was in Mandalay Bay. It was funny. That was
But
a
he had kill shots.
That was
for sure.
that was a white guy who was in his 60s, who was retired, who had he had $2 million in his account, so he was did not fit the profile of anybody. And yeah, he went to, because he was actually like a prior customer at Mandalay Bay, so they let him in. He had the duffel bags, but they didn't bother to check. But yeah, I think he killed 50 people during that country western concert.
I just picture when he said duffel bags, I picture the sequence when Keanu Reeves walks into the building with 2 full duffel bags,
Right, in the Matrix.
weapons,
In the
and
Matrix.
he goes through the metal detector,
Yes.
and it's just going crazy. And they're like, "Sir, do you have any weapons?" And he opens up his jacket. And he's like, "Holy fuck!" And then just all hell breaks loose, right?
Well,
Mandalay Bay, they're like,
that's why it's a movie.
"Feel free to go to your room."
Yeah, but dude,
No, I know.
mean, come on.
I know.
You know, that's the thing. And like people were talking about like, oh, why didn't you stop him because of all the things he says? You can't precog things. This isn't Minority Report.
No,
you can't.
Well,
you
plus
can't.
he didn't do anything necessarily illegal. He just, even though someone who's like mentally disturbed and says like disturbing things or potentially violent things, that doesn't still rise to the level of you don't really know what they're going to do
Right.
in real life. So, but I mean, I get it. Like at the end of the day, when someone does something bad, the thing is to assign, like we said, assigning blame is the number one thing where you need to blame somebody. So right now they're blaming the parents, right? They're blaming the parents, like you should have known this,
Man,
you should have done that.
Listen,
so
you don't buy that kid a gun. Listen,
No.
listen.
Yeah, of course not. Of course not.
Listen, you can't fix a kid who's mentally disturbed.
Well, he didn't buy a gun, but he sponsored the Floyd car, which is the
Whatever.
same thing. Yeah,
Whatever.
Yeah,
You can't set it up so that your kid, who is already threatened to kill everybody in your
Yeah.
family and all this crazy ass shit, you can't buy him or set up whatever.
Yeah.
To get him a weapon. He's got 16 knives and all that shit that the cops took
sword.
away from him. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, swords are cool. Swords are cool.
Well, here's what I say. Here's what I said. So
I had a sword.
after this went down, the parents who live there, they're collateral damage too, because they're going to have to move away because they're basically collateral damage. Because like I said, there's no fucking way they can live in that community and not be completely fucking ostracized.
I played Dungeons and Dragons. I'm sorry. I played Dungeons and Dragons.
Is this like
Very
a
old.
Ted? Ted, is that you talking or is that John?
And my dungeon master at one point had a sword, and he's walking down near Loyola, walking with his sword, and he's Mexican, of course. So the cops immediately pulled him over and like, you can't have that sword out here.
I just wait.
Was it a samurai sword?
I just feel like you have kind of outed yourself to playing Dungeons and Dragons.
I did.
I don't know any adult men who would admit that.
Well, let me just say this. I will say this. So I started college, and the first thing we did was we put up posters and like, hey, who wants to play Dungeons and Dragons? And guess what? It was about, I think, 3 guys and 2 girls. We got 2 girls to play Dungeons and Dragons, and we were like rolling dice.
And those 2 girls are married together. They're married to
No,
each other
they
right
were,
now.
They were,
I would have done that.
yeah. I mean, it was fun.
Wow, I'm trying to think of the first thing that I did when I got to college.
No, I remember Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, when I was a kid, like
Yeah.
I saw it in the store. I'm like, it was pretty cool. I mean,
It
I
wasn't
couldn't
as
afford
nerdy
it.
back then.
No, yeah, it was cool because that was the main
John?
thing. That was the main.
I mean,
thing
I
back
know
then,
it
yeah.
is nerdy, but
John.
I mean,
Yes, it was. Yes, no. Listen, if that was a way, you would do anything in college to get chicks, anything at all. Okay, I mean, my nickname in college was Psycho, and I was just a lunatic. I just did. Listen, every insane, stupid thing that
Was
I
to
did,
impress.
yeah, was just to get pussy. That was, I mean, it was just like, hey man, we're gonna have some fun. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna go stand on that counter right there, and I'm gonna drop my pants, and I'm gonna guzzle a beer, and you know what? Maybe that'll impress somebody.
Right.
You know what the weird thing was? Very few people were impressed. Very
Yeah,
few
it's
ladies.
weird.
Very
I
few
know.
ladies were impressed. But hey,
You
it got
tried-
me.
you tried.
Dude.
You
It
tried.
got me the greatest nickname ever in college. I
Psycho?
mean, yeah.
I got a softball bat called Psycho, and I think it has too many games on it, so I can't use it.
Yeah, I got dude. Nice. I got too many games in me too. Okay, guys, before we get too far into this, I wanted to, and I know I didn't run this by you, and I feel crappy about this. Okay, but last week Joe Rogan and I got together. Okay, because he's got a pretty popular podcast. We've got a pretty popular.
I think it's the number 1 podcast in the country, right behind us.
Right in front of us. Right in front of us. Yeah,
yeah.
we're right behind him. But Joe Rogan and I got together, and we decided that we're not going to have Donald Trump on our show. So I hope that was okay.
Yep.
I said I was speaking for you guys. It was cool. I know Trump reached out to Rogan a while back, and we're probably next in line. But I just went ahead, and as soon as Rogan announced it, I also announced it. You guys probably heard the press conference, but Trump will not be on the show.
I have an on-again, off-again
I want
relationship with Joe Rogan
I want Donald
because
Trump on the show.
he, I kind of like respected him for a while. He seemed kind of fun and interesting, and then with the COVID stuff, he became like a moron. And then with the Trump stuff, I'm like, oh, maybe there's something there, but who knows? I think he's just chasing the money, I guess.
Yeah.
Unlike us, who are here not for the money.
Don't kid yourself, Johnny. We're here for the money. Yeah, we are here for the money. Listen, here's my
We're
only,
here to get tips.
My only problem is listen, you can laugh and joke about anything you want. I mean, to me, everything is fair game. Honestly, everything is fair game. But try not to get too political about it. And you know what nobody cares about? Nobody cares about your opinion. Okay,
Sure, absolutely.
Like
Everyone has an opinion.
when COVID was coming out and all that stuff, and there were celebrities and people, just they couldn't stop talking about it. They just couldn't stop. And you're just like, I'm really not interested. And then this happens and that happens, and they just got to sound off. You're just like Kim Kardashian, stop telling me what you're thinking because I'm not sure you're actually thinking. You're just blah blah blah. And so yeah, you got to be kind of careful. You really do.
I will say this. I said something the other day, and this is what I'm gonna mention. I used to hate when celebrities would come out because I'm like, who gives a shit about your opinion? You're a celebrity. Shut up, right?
Right.
But with the way things are going, I feel like people do need, if they have a pulpit, they need to speak up and whatever and advocate for things that are right. And Colin Kaepernick, this is what I'm thinking about. When the 4th of July shit went down and the Libertyville or Highland Park thing happened, I was like, because everyone's playing that I'm proud to be an American, and I'm like, I can't say I'm proud to be an American. You know what I mean? I would almost, when the national anthem comes on, like I almost feel like kneeling now.
But I don't think that's a thing. I don't think that's I mean, listen. If you feel like that, then you feel like that, right? Like here. I'll tell you right now. Orlando, Florida, right? They put out a press release last week, right? And they said a lot of people. This is word for word. It says a lot of people probably don't want to celebrate our nation right now, and we can't blame them. When there's so much division, hate, and unrest, why on earth would you have a party celebrating any of it?
Right.
Okay, so they put that out, and immediately Ron DeSantis and everybody in Florida lost their minds.
All the white people.
Well, they had to apologize. Right? And they pretty much said, hey, listen, America is great. America is awesome. Listen, if you're a white guy and you believe in God and you don't want an abortion, come visit Orlando, Florida. If you don't, then fuck off. But they had to apologize for saying, listen, things aren't super great. And listen, we can if you let the extremists just get crazy, then we can't actually fix anything, right? We can't actually fix anything.
And that's that's the thing. Like I still love America, and I want fuck yeah, America. But I want it to be great, and I think we need to continue to work on it. It's like your marriage, right? Which really sucks, probably, I assume. But you don't just give up. You work at it, You fix it.
So here's my question. So, okay, these folks who hate America, let me ask you a question. Is there a documented case right now of anybody in America who gives away all their possessions, abandons their family, and swims across the ocean to get to another country? That's all I want to know.
Very extreme way of leaving America.
Is there one documented case saying, you know what, I hate America so bad, I'm gonna build a raft and I'm swimming to Cuba, and I'm swimming to Cuba, I'm swimming to Denmark, I'm swimming to the Ivory Coast of Africa because I hate America so bad I'm gonna start a new life there? And the answer is no.
No. I mean, of course not. Of course not.
Well, that's all we need to know. That's all we need to know.
Listen, that's the thing, though. But I think the problem is we got to work together to fix things, right? We got to work together to fix things, and I feel like there's so much extremists, those crazy people that can't let us just come together. Right? I mean, there's so many things people want.
Here's a perfect example, 100% spot on, Matt. In '84 or whenever, when they banned assault rifles, it was a bipartisan decision where the Republicans and the Democrats came together and put the bill in to get rid of assault rifles because they were bad. It's as simple as that.
Right.
It wasn't political. It was like, assault rifles are killing people. Let's get rid of them. Let's work together. And it's obvious. It's obvious that fucking assault rifles are meant to kill as many people in as little amount of time as possible. And when I say kill, I'm not talking about a little fucking slug that goes through your body. I'm talking about a slug that goes into you and then explodes inside of you and destroys literally eviscerates you or blows your head off. Sure. That's not an acceptable weapon. That's not a self-defense weapon.
Well, no, and it's not a hunting weapon.
Right.
Yeah. It's not a hunting. Listen, if you actually had self-defense weapon, if you were in your house, you would want a shotgun.
Absolutely. Because you can't shoot. You're nervous. You're scared. You just fucking open up.
Right. That's the thing. That's the thing that would save you in your house in a closed environment is a shotgun. Okay? That's it. I mean, you know that. Or maybe a pistol.
Or 22.
Right. But not a rifle.
No.
You'd want a shotgun or a pistol.
Yeah.
That's the
because
two
a
things
rifle's too big and bulky, and you might hit
it takes to get out a rifle. I mean, but like you could have a 22. It looks like a little cigarette lighter. You just take it out and it's just like boom. Yeah, it's just that'll stop somebody.
Yeah.
I've seen 22s bounce off car windshields though, so that's not the best stopping power.
And you know what? You got to stop watching Sylvester Stallone movies. Yeah. It's what my favorite one. My favorite thing in the movie.
Marion Cobretti.
Yeah. Oh, Cobra. The worst. So my son. Listen, my son and Jackson and I were watching Rocky, the original Rocky, and I will tell you this: rewatch that. He was phenomenal in that. How he did not get best actor. No. Listen to me. It was so good. It was so good. And then I told Jack, I said, "Listen, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go past Rocky 2, which is pretty good, okay, and a couple other movies." And I go, we're just gonna have some fun. And I go, we're gonna watch, and we'll do this, this next weekend, and we're gonna watch some of the really shitty movies like Throw Mama from the Train, and Cobra, and all that kind of shit. I go. And then you'll really see what happens to a guy who gets, nice and jacked up, makes tons of dough off a couple of really good movies, and just stops being good.
Right.
Yeah, because, I'm telling you right now, re-watch Rocky. Everybody.
No, I get it. All those movies.
Actually, Rambo was pretty good. The original Rambo.
The original Rambo was really good.
But by the third one, he's just too jacked up. He's just too buff.
You mean the one where he stands on a mountaintop
it's just too much.
And shoots down a couple of helicopters with a couple of giant machine guns? That one?
Yeah.
No.
But the first one's like realistic. I mean, he's just an average guy who's like in good he's just really well trained against a bunch of like local yokels.
But let's not give.
I can see that.
Let's not
but
give.
those other ones, forget it.
Let's not give too much credit or detract from Sylvester Stallone or any other actor. Here's what happens, and you see it with series like HBO and stuff like that. You have these team of writers who have their entire lifetime to write this amazing first season or this movie or whatever, this screenplay.
I know what you're going to say.
Great.
Yeah.
And then it works so well, and the studios are like, this is fucking great. Give me another one. You got 6 months or a year. And then they fucking just crank out some garbage. You know what I mean?
They panic because they have to come up with something.
Yeah.
They have to come up with something.
And it's almost like a bad podcast.
It's like this episode. It's like this podcast. So we got to come up with something. We're forced. We have no choice but to come up with something to please our audience. And then we just panic and freak out. And then we can't come up with shit. And then here we are. And that's why
and that's you, Ted. Okay, so I'm going to share now. Right? So I told Teddy, I told Teddy and John, I said, listen, every week I start this thing off, and I said, I don't want to be the leader in this. So Teddy is kind of, starting this. He's going to be the guy who guides us, right? And I'm going to do my best not to, kind of like overwhelm it and everything, right? But Teddy is going to be the guy who guides us through this, and I am actually doing Matt's tips for 20s today.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we're kind of changing roles.
That's why I'm here. I'm actually here for this reason only alone. Whatever happens after this, I just got to hear this.
You're
shit.
on the other end of the thing.
But hold on a second. But I'm going to share this because I told Johnny as soon as he walked in, Ted walks in. And I go, hey, Teddy, are you ready to be the leader? And he goes, to be 100% honest with you, he goes, I wrote a commercial, and he goes, I didn't do anything else. And I'm like, well, I go, guess what, motherfucker? I go, there's just going to be blank sound because, you have to guide us through all this. You're the guy in charge.
We're doing it right now.
We'll try and pick you
A
up.
lot of guiding going on.
Okay. All right. So let me do this. Before you get to your commercial, because you're going to do the commercial first.
Is the commercial first, then the tips?
Right,
right.
Okay. Do you not pay? Ted, 25 fucking episodes. 25 episodes.
This is episode 26.
This is, I don't know.
So there's been 25.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Brian. Wait. I was told I have to thank somebody who's not even here. Brian, thank you for being here, even though you're not here right now. Whatever you did in the past, thanks.
Okay, and here's the beauty of this. When Ted walked in today...
It's like thanking my girlfriend for high school. Thanks for going to the prom with me in freshman year, even though I haven't seen you for 20 years.
Me in the back seat.
No, not even that.
not freshman year.
Thanks, Brian.
Maybe an under sweater boob grab.
Yeah.
Freshman.
So this is so funny. So Teddy walks in, right? And he immediately tells me...
I'm not done thanking Brian yet. Hang on.
Teddy walks in. He immediately tells me that he has nothing. He immediately tells me he has nothing. And I look at him and I go, you're fucked up right now. And he goes, no. And I'm like, yes. I go, and I say, listen, I go, Teddy, you're going to sink or swim. Okay, you're going to sink or swim. Now,
I'm still thanking Brian.
Jesus Christ. Okay, before you do your commercial, and I know this is my thing, and I'm supposed to be Ted, but I have to do this thing. I saw it today, and I wasn't going to do it, but I'm an angry man right now, and I have to get this out, okay? Okay, so really quick before I do this. This week, Fox News' Greg Gutfeld, he called teachers' unions, are you ready for this? The KKK with summers off.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a little incendiary. Yes, I
okay.
agree with that. Yeah.
So
that's a little harsh.
Here's what I'm going to say.
Harsh, yeah.
Here's what I'm going to say to him. Hey, asshole, I do something that you couldn't do, you couldn't dream of doing on your best day. You couldn't do what I do. The worst teacher I know has more integrity in their asshole than you have in your whole body.
And yet that guy makes a shitload of money, as well as his cohorts.
But here, Teddy,
Unfortunately, so
listen, and I know he thinks that all teachers are little old ladies.
I don't think he thinks that. I don't think he thinks
No,
anything.
he does. He does.
I think he just reads shit that people write for him. That's
No.
what I think. So.
Anybody who would say that all teachers all teachers
Strong-
are the KKK with summers off,
strong statement.
Ted, he has to think that all teachers are old ladies. But I got news for him. Some teachers are 6 foot tall, they weigh 200 pounds, and they work out every day, okay? And Greg Gutfeld better pray to his God that he and I are not walking down the same street, because I will not be a member of the KKK. I will become a member of the kick the shit out of Greg Gutfeld clan. Okay? Oh, and by the way, Greg Gutfeld, you can suck my dick.
Well said.
Oh, well, unfortunately, I think he would gladly do it based on his history.
You know what Fox News is? You know what Fox News is? Fox News is like being in your car where like you feel like you're anonymous and you can do whatever the fuck you want with no consequences.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
bullshit.
I mean, to say that about the people that, I mean, I know, God damn it, I've been a teacher for 25 fucking years. I know a lot of great people. And at no point could you ever say that any of the people that I work with are part of the KKK.
That's not just ignorant, but just the fact that you say all anybody, all blank, any group is one thing. It's just stupid, because that's never accurate. So I mean, whoever wrote that
is a worthless piece of shit.
So whoever wrote that piece for him,
listen,
should be demoted.
Listen,
because he doesn't write that shit himself. He just repeats what they write for him, right? Because he's not that.
I'm not fucking with you right now. I'm promising you that. I see. I listen. I don't know the guy. I don't watch Fox News, but man, if he's wearing a name tag and he's walking by me, that motherfucker's getting hit, and he's getting hit a lot. And I'm going to remind him why he's getting hit. You can't say shit. That kind of shit is not the shit you can say. So sorry. All right. I know, Teddy, you have your thing to do. So lead us into
But we're not
temptation.
advocating violence.
No, I'm advocating a lot of violence, man.
Are we doing?
I'm a mad dude right now. I
wait,
swear to God.
So we're doing tips after we do the commercial. Is what you're saying?
How do you 25
Here it is.
shows?
You guys ready?
Ready?
Okay. Anytime you're ready.
For your sponsor.
Okay.
You're in charge,
Okay,
Ted.
Here it is. Here's the commercial. Ready?
Is that okay if I do the commercial?
Here we
now?
go. Here we go. Well, let's wait till the giggling stops. Hang on, John. Let's count 1,000, 2, 1,000. Okay, one Mississippi. Okay, it's good. All right. Are you going through some tough times? Job loss, loss of a loved one, inflation, supply chain issues, climate change, escalating crime in your neighborhood, credit card debt, spouse leaving you for a tennis instructor, being forced to watch a Prince Harry Meghan Markle interview, bad Wi-Fi connection, tea time postponed due to frost delay. Then let's introducing from the makers of Let Them Eat Cake, please meet our new sponsor, Let Them Eat Cock. Yes, Let Them Eat Cock. No, it's not a satellite office of Pornhub or a Rooster Farm, but rather a dedicated group of good people, virtue signalers, and other deeply concerned individuals who, for a nominal fee, will come to your doorstep or job site and provide you with personalized, feel-good homespun homilies filled with cutting-edge motivational slogans to help improve the quality of your life, such as, "You're in our thoughts and prayers." Our hearts go out to you. We will get through this together. We are stunned, outraged, and deeply saddened. We do not condone this. It's not your fault you took the extended warranty. Sometimes bad things happen to good people. Money is not that important. We can all live on love. Yeah. It's okay. Your 25-year-old girlfriend broke up with you. Blowjobs are overrated anyway.
God has a plan for you.
Oh my God!
After filling your hearts with inspiration and warmth, Let Them Eat Cock's dedicated group of professionals will, for no additional fee, will make sure to follow up with you in the next 36 to 60 months to verify if your taxes have gone down, your take-home pay has outpaced inflation, and your low-cost health care options have expanded. Don't worry, even if none of those things happened, you will be reminded you are still a good person, and if a spot opens up in their guest house in the Hamptons or an extra Skybox ticket becomes available, they will give you a wellness call, not to invite you, but to let you know things will turn around for you soon if you just have a little faith. So hang in there, buckaroos.
Ted, that was spectacular. That was spectacular. Oh my God.
That was 10 times better than any TED tip ever.
Ted, I
You
mean,
put so much energy into that.
yeah. Teddy, honestly, that was as good. Listen. I like to think that my commercials, my sponsors are
good.
really good.
Spectacular.
They are good.
Ted, that was as
was
was
up
as
there.
good as
Well,
anything
I mean-
I have ever heard. Anything I've ever done.
Let them eat cock. They're on the cutting edge.
Oh my God, that is.
God has a plan for
Because
you.
they care.
You know what?
They
Okay,
care.
so I know I've said this before. I know Ted said this a million times. I'm actually nervous with Matt's tips for 20s because I'm not sure it's as good as what Ted. Oh my God, this is
Or
terrible.
the excellent song we have prepared for you.
Wait, I'm not a professional singer, so I'm more nervous about singing this now because I have like the worst musical ability whatsoever. But I'm going to do the best I can.
Yeah, just-
remember it was something about Mary when she sang in the karaoke bar and she was so
Yes.
horrible that people were actually standing up and clapping for her because she was so horribly bad that it was actually good.
I was doing it. I was trying
That's
to
what
do,
I feel like right now.
I was trying to do oh fuck! It's
Holy
a Queen.
shit.
It's a Queen song.
John's having an aneurysm.
I can't think of the name of it. It's like.
What are you doing?
But anyway, let me just say that I won't bother trying to tell you what the song was. I'm trying to think of it. And I can't. But I was sitting there, and there were two girls right in the front row, just like 2 feet away from me, staring me in my eyes, and I'm just horribly demolishing this song, and I'm singing it. I'm looking at them. They're just staring at me. I'm like, don't look at me. Don't.
Wait, you sang
During
karaoke?
Karaoke, yeah.
Ted, have you ever done karaoke?
I think I did it one time, like
It's
maybe
hor-
20
it's
years
so
ago.
bad. I'm so bad.
It was like maybe 5-6 pictures of whatever, and yeah, when you're just like don't care
Yeah,
anymore,
yeah.
it doesn't matter. So I was actually in Reno one time at whatever casino, and they actually brought people up, and they were, most of the people were obviously terrible, but they just didn't care. I mean, I was actually impressed by the fact that they had no shame whatsoever. So bravo to them, because
I have one more funny karaoke song.
I got zero
story.
balls to do that.
Me and my buddy were downtown, and we were like in I don't know, around Wrigley somewhere, and we
It was a good nightclub. It's okay. Just
it's
tell
fine.
us it's all right.
Boys Town. We're in Boys
Yeah,
Town.
you're the Blue Oyster.
And we
Lounge.
jump in a cab. This is before Uber. We jump in a cab and we shoot to Irving Park to catch the Metro. And we're like, it's going to be close, right?
Right.
It's going to be close. So the cab drops us off. We run to the fucking train and we run up the stairs. And just as we get there, the doors close and it takes off. And I'm like, fuck. And the train's at that time of night is 1 hour away.
Oh yeah, for
So we got an hour to kill. So we go downstairs. It's Irving Park, right by the metro station, and we're like, "What should we do?" And he's like, "Well, there's a bar right there." And it's like,
Oh,
"All right,
hell
let's
yeah.
go there."
Oh,
So
hell
we
yeah.
Go to the bar. I shit you not. I shit you not. We walk in there to this bar. We don't know what it is. It's completely empty. There are 3 poker machines, and there are 3 Asian women on the poker machines, and there's a bartender. And there's a karaoke thing, and there's one guy singing karaoke, and that's it. There's like 5 people in the bar,
I've had the time of my
Yes.
life.
and they're just singing. And we get a couple beers, and we're sitting there, and the guy's like, "I won't do the, won't say the, I won't do an accent.
Don't do
He's
the
like,
accent.
Would you like to sing?" And Ed's like, "Yeah, let's sing." So it's him and I now are starting to sing now, and literally there's the 3 Asian women playing poker.
I'd pay for that, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah, I would.
There's 3. I have some videos. I took some videos. There's 3 Asian women playing video poker, and the one guy watching us, and the bartender, and him and Ed and I did like 2 or 3 songs. I think, like maybe Bruce Springsteen or something.
I think I did it once. I was drunk. I
Obviously.
listen. I
It was
feel
like the Hangover, basically.
Yeah, I feel like I have a decent voice, but I'm pretty sure I'm
doesn't come out
I'm
right.
wrong. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I'm wrong. Yeah.
You hear it in your head,
So
but it doesn't come
So,
out.
so the
right.
funny thing was, I was at this one bar. Can I mention the bar's name? It's not a big deal.
You can mention any bar.
Okay, it was Rocky Vander's in Wheeling, off of by the Milwaukee Airport.
Yeah.
Not too far from there.
It's not far from
yeah.
Polaki
Yeah.
Airport.
So
That's
I was there before a softball game, so I'm playing Golden Tee golf, had a few drinks, and they had karaoke by happenstance. And this one guy, just kind of like just some guy who just got off of work. You could tell he's still wearing his like white shirt, his white starch shirt, and kind of a nerdy dude. He gets up there and he sings "Cold November Rain" by who's that?
I don't know this. I've never.
The best. God, what's that group?
Cold November Rain. No one. I have no idea what Cold November Rain is.
No, it's the
Ted. I don't know what that song is.
what's
Don't
that
play
group?
it, Johnny, because we can't. We can't play.
No,
that song.
I'm just finding
Just
it.
look it up. Yeah.
But okay, so was he good?
Yeah, he was great. He wasn't just good. He sounded just like Axl Rose. Axl Rose, whatever that
Axl
group.
Rose, Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses. Yeah, he sounded really. I mean, I was like, wow.
I don't know that song.
I was actually
I don't know the song.
Actually, Axl Rose, believe it or not, has been voted, believe it or not, one of the best male vocalists of all time. Because I guess
Nobody asked me.
His range of I didn't ask
Sorry,
you.
nobody
I
asked
didn't
me.
you. But his range of vocals are actually pretty impressive. But this guy,
She's got down like a
yeah. But this guy, it was literally like watching. I was like,
boy, I hope he's better than that
Because
shit.
usually when a guy gets up there, you're expecting a train wreck, and this guy was like, I was like, wow, that was.
No, we were in Orlando
I was
for
like,
a
that
golf
was,
trip.
I'm like, that was pretty good.
Yeah, we were in Orlando for a golf trip, and we went to a karaoke bar, and we got there. The first 7 or 8 people were phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And the one guy was Frank Sinatra. He had the hat.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say.
Oh
That's his
my
thing, right?
Old
God.
guys can sing Frank Sinatra.
Dude, he was, and they went up there, and then after these 8 people who everybody Whitney Houston, this 5 foot tall, 300-pound white girl sang Whitney Houston. It was perfect, and then all of a sudden it was just a slew of go and you go.
Yeah, right.
That's like found the guy. That's found the guy hits the 300-yard drive and you hit it 130 off the tee and he just dribbles in front of you. That's what following those guys are like.
Oh, this.
Yeah, I better wait because I'm going to hit this one 300 yards.
Here we go. This is going to be probably next week. Tips for Ted's.
Tips for
She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories.
It's pretty good.
Oh,
It's pretty good.
Jesus Christ!
So I got to tell you a funny story. So real quick, just reminds me. So
No,
so when I
you
was
can't shut him up
when
now.
I was 13 when I was 13
Hold on a second.
when I was 13,
Is this before or after you and Joe DiMaggio had a pretty torrid love affair?
this might have been right. This might have been after Joe DiMaggio molested me,
Wait.
but I'm not sure. Yes.
Hold on.
I'm not saying Joe DiMaggio touched me, but it just seemed like he did. So
He didn't touch me with his hands. He touched me with his heart.
but I think
Oh, wait! I need a fresh beer. Also, just real quick.
the statute of limitations expired, by the way, so I can't.
Some people
I can't
say
do it.
you only use 10% of your brain. I think you only use 10% of your heart.
Oh, Joe DiMaggio, I love you too.
So after Joe DiMaggio,
Raped
DiMaggio
him.
episode,
Teddy, if you write a tell-all book,
he had very kind eyes though. But.
That's what I want. That's exactly what I want. The first chapter, chapter 1. Joe DiMaggio didn't rape me. I raped myself using Joe DiMaggio's dick.
I wanted it.
So here's what happened. So I was bar mitzvahed when I was 13, not because I wanted to, because I was forced to by my overbearing mother.
By the Nazis.
It's like it was like
you
a
will be baptized in.
it was like a mommy dearest thing. You know how that goes.
You will bar mitzvah? We will tie you up with the piano by a...
Yeah,
I love those guys. So, anyway, so the funny thing, so before I got bar
Wait,
mitzvah,
why are Germans bar
bar
mitzvah?
mitzvah people. That way they know exactly who you are, and they can run you out.
Yeah, now put these numbers on your forearm.
I'll tell you a joke about that later. But
No,
anyways,
don't
No,
tell
I'm not
that
gonna tell that
joke.
joke. So what happened was I was actually before my bar mitzvah, I actually had to watch a couple of bar mitzvahs in advance as a dry run. It's like robbing a bank. You have to do a dry
Nope.
run. You have to
Nope.
you have to go past you have to pass the bank.
I don't
to see what-
believe it.
To time the guards.
Yeah.
Time the guards, see where they are. So to
Yep.
zip tie them. Yeah, it was
Yep.
that thing. Yeah. So anyway, so
What?
you ever watch The Heist or anything like that, or Heat?
Oh, how does that have anything to do with a bar mitzvah?
It's the same thing. It's reconnaissance.
It is
It's reconnaissance.
exactly the opposite of a bar mitzvah.
So anyway,
A lot of reconnoitering.
So here's what happened. So I saw a bar mitzvah and what's called a bat mitzvah. It's when the girl gets
That's
bar
the
mitzvah.
girl.
Yeah, it's the girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first kid, he's like singing fucking opera during his bar mitzvah, and the girl, she's playing like the fucking cello, like she's professional opera, whatever.
Wait, is that a thing? You do
No,
something?
well, you don't have to, but I'm saying they did. So it's like so I have no talent whatsoever. So when I went up there,
What did you do, Ted?
I didn't do anything. I just
he golfed.
It's like when you're a kid in school and you bring your science project to school, and then the Asian kid, like, his science project is like 10 times better than yours. That's what happened. Yeah. So, like, you think your science project's good, then there's like somebody who's like 10 levels above you. That's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That's hilarious.
it's like, wow, I just really.
Are you a Jew?
Ted is technically Jewish. Yeah, Ted is technically Jewish.
I was at the age of 13. Yeah, I was.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
Wait.
you were Greek.
Well, you could be both. I mean, it's
Well,
just,
hold on a
it's
second.
just,
Hold on a second. Let's Greek is where you grew up. Judaism
Right.
is a religion.
Yeah.
Right.
Judaism is a
It's an
religion.
ethos. It's.
I just haven't heard that many. I know there are a lot of, like, you got your Polish Jews, your Russian Jews. You got a lot of different.
Ethiopian Jews.
Yeah.
Right, Mexican Jews. We talked about that last week.
Yeah.
There are Mexican
And
Jews.
Greeks that need to be separated.
Well, that's a
They
new
like
one now, so I'm going to add it to my list of
like,
Jews.
like the men need to be separated from the boys with a crowbar in Greece.
how
because,
do
you know,
how do you fit 4 Greek Jews on a bar stool?
Play Neil Diamond and flip
right.
that bar stool over as fast as you can.
He's got kind eyes.
kind eyes, so we can trust them.
Dude, that is so wrong. Okay, are you guys going to let me do
Yeah.
my
Wait,
my Matt's tips for 20s?
Actually, this is the scariest part of
What
the
the fuck,
process.
man?
because
Yeah.
I have to sing
Eh,
something.
Wait, is all of this singing part? Did we stop doing that because we talked about singing us?
I think so. It's been like 10 minutes.
Now I
All
know
right.
how Ted feels.
I will take over for Ted.
Oh.
Ted, are you ready to sing the tips?
I'm gonna start right. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna do the best I can, John.
All right,
I'm
ready?
gonna mess this up.
Here we go. Ready? 1, 2,
2, 3.
Ch-ch-changes. Matt's got tips for you. Ch-ch-changes. We're gonna try a different man. Tips can change you. Matt, give those tips.
Wow. Wow. Number one, Johnny, you write the best songs. You do. You write the best lyrics. Ted, you are horrible. If you sang, I would imagine that synagogue probably emptied out.
So we did do 1 or 2 seconds of practice before the show, and I'm like, "You got the thing?" And Ted's like, "Yeah," and he goes, "Cha-cha changes." Like cha-cha, no, cha-cha, no cha-cha.
John's like the songbird of our
Chichi
generation.
Rodriguez.
He's like the
Chichi
songbird.
Rodriguez.
It's like you're an angel that came down from heaven with your voice. It's
No,
just
he
so,
is. Listen,
it's so
he-
melodious.
Listen,
Melodious.
I make fun,
Good
but
word.
but John does sing well, and he writes. Listen, every single song that we've ever sung, John has written.
I sing something
every
too.
single one.
I sing.
You were melodious.
Yeah, you are not melodious. You are odorous. Yeah.
All right, let's get those tips.
Okay, here's Matt's tips for 20s. Okay, so
I
now
can't wait. I'm excited.
listen. I was gonna start with something with like save your money, start young, save your money, right? No. I was gonna do some like give back to the community, okay? And I was gonna think about like live in the moment. No. Okay, you ready? Instead, I'm gonna do this. Stop trying to find the differences between you and the guy standing next to you. Okay? Do you realize that 99.9% of the people that you meet in your life want the same thing as you? Okay? They want to wake up, they want to go to work, they want to make some dough, and they want to enjoy their lives. All right? They aren't going to kill anyone, punch anyone, or steal from anyone. They just want to be happy. Exactly like you, no matter what they look like. Now, we hear stories about this guy and that girl, and I hate them, and they're living their lives wrong. But the fact of the matter is, whatever you fuck, whatever you drink, whatever you watch, and whatever you listen to, okay, there are good people who do good things every single day. So start today. Smile at people, say hi, help an old lady across the street, let a car turn in front of you. Start being nice. Because if you don't start soon, you might never do it. And I got to tell you, that world looks really bad to me.
That's good advice, actually.
So
Well done.
an excellent tip.
Thank you.
I love it. And I'm going to piggyback on that real quick and just tell you a story that just really spoke to me. It was like one of those shitty, Channel 9 news stories or something like that. But it was really, really impactful for me. It was, and I can't think of the neighborhood. It was obviously more of a black neighborhood. And this group of people got together. They pooled their money. and they bought this old like hotel or something, and they turned it into like an apartment complex. And the whole point of it was to try and make affordable housing, and then to try and pull businesses back into the neighborhood.
Right.
And they interviewed some people, and there's like, this like lovely older black man, and he's like, and this woman too as well. And they're just like, I'm just so hopeful that like I can just get up in the morning and just walk down the block and like go to a Dunkin' Donuts, because they don't have those in their neighborhood because the businesses tend to not go there. And it's like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, could you imagine like not being able to just walk down the street to like a Starbucks or a Dunkin' Donuts or whatever?
Well,
you know what I mean? And it's like, and because people are making decisions, financial decisions, based on a lot of things that are not.
Actually, Johnny,
It's real as hell, fellas.
Johnny, speaking to your point, I mean, so here actually just reminded me of this. So for example, the whatever politicians are in charge right now are talking about the infrastructure, right? Infrastructure, they've been talking about it for 2 years, however long the current powers have been in office. I'm not going to say Democrats or Republicans, but they've been talking about it for a long time. We can't decide.
No, wait. No.
Let it go.
So listen,
Come on, man. He's heartfelt, bro.
Yeah, so no, seriously. So, but in 2 seconds, in 2 seconds, they decide to send $50 billion to fucking Ukraine to help them, but they can't send fucking $20 million to fucking Englewood or Pullman or South Shore to build a fucking Dunkin' Donuts or a Whole Foods, but they can send. But basically they help the fucking Afghanistans, right? How much money have they spent in Afghanistan for the last 20 fucking years?
Well,
seriously, billions and billions of dollars. And where do they get them? They can only last those fuckers can last a fucking 1 week, not 1 fucking week by themselves. It's a complete fucking waste of money. You could have spent all that money in the United States. And here's the funny thing: all that money they sent there, guys, you know this, folks out there, and you know this. That's just money they're fucking printing that creates more money in the supply, which creates fucking inflation. That's where inflation comes from. The more money you print, the money that exists becomes worth less. That's just fucking economics 101.
Well, Teddy, way
It's
back
not
in the
fucking
day,
rocket science.
Thomas Jefferson was saying, "Hey, listen, man, people are going to do stuff outside of there, okay? And we can do X, Y, and Z, or we can help people here." Right? Even then, I mean, 200 years ago, they knew that, right?
Yeah.
And it's weird to me that we can just throw $50 billion.
Right, but you see how the point is how fast it happens. Like, for example, right now, Joe Biden's talking about the gas tax. We're going to repeal the gas tax, which is going to save people. Wait for this.
You and the gas.
It's going to save people $5 fucking dollars a month. It's going to save them $5 a month, and they're just talking about it because they have to go through the whole fucking process of Congress. But in 10 seconds, they can send $50 billion to the Ukraine or Afghanistan with no thought whatsoever. So why can't they just do that right now?
So here's what I'll say. This is my opinion.
Why does it take so much fucking time?
Teddy, I agree.
Here's my opinion. I think we should help Ukraine. I think that having Russia just invade a fucking democratic, sovereign nation is not right, and we should help them. The problem is Afghanistan or South American countries or Africa or whatever. Nobody gives a shit about them because
why not help Africa? I mean, there's sovereign countries in Africa that are democratic that are being invaded by fucking South Sudan or whoever, by warlords out there. I'm just saying you could extrapolate that. So Ukraine, they're European, but the point is, bad shit's happening all over the world. Why not help them too? Because they're in the same position.
It's the same way.
Why not help them?
It's the same way with Abby, the white girl who got
Abby Normal.
No, the one who's on the side of the road where they got pulled over by the cops and they had
the Gabby Petrino, the girl, the white girl.
So people were fucking up in arms. Let's find this fucking poor white girl.
You heard about this? The missing white girl syndrome?
No, I have no idea.
No, we'll educate you later. Don't worry.
But it's like basically a white girl.
We don't have time for you now. So.
And they're like, they break out, 27 divisions of fucking police to try and solve her.
So basically, the whole premise is like when a white girl goes missing, we have to scramble the jets and go to DEFCON 5. But when a minority goes missing, then it's like fuck it. That's what we're saying.
Indigenous people like Alaska.
I'm worried about
whatever.
it. When hookers go missing.
Listen. I agree with Ted. When hookers go missing, listen, these are women that are literally willing to have sex for money. And here's the thing.
Because
I
have
money and I want to have sex, though. But I have money and I want to have sex. Here, and I'll ask you this. Why is it legal in 2 places in America to pay for sex?
Vegas.
And in the rest of the
Wait,
country,
where's the second place?
you
So
can't.
Clark County, Nevada.
There's two places in Nevada.
Clark County, Nevada is the only place that has the legal brothel, the Bunny Ranch.
You're not going to say brothel. You can't say
Brothel.
brothel. Okay, but why is it? Okay,
Where's the second place?
Let me ask you this
Where's
question.
the second place?
Why is it? Isn't there a place in Atlantic City where you can?
No, it's just Vegas. It's just
You can bang Italians there.
Nobody wants to.
Nobody
You could end
wants
up with
to.
a schnooky.
Hey, come on, bang me.
Clark
Hey.
County, Nevada is the only legal place in the
Okay.
United States that has legal prostitution.
Okay, so why?
If you're asking,
Why?
They paid off the.
That makes no sense to
they
me.
paid off the local alderman.
Paid
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
off.
So, yeah, so
Okay, so go ahead.
But no, I was just gonna say, like, it's fine. So, hookers, right? It's not a victimless crime, whatever. But they're trying to make a living. But that doesn't mean if they're murdered that like you should ignore them. You know what I mean? Like,
No, listen. Everybody should have a chance at justice, right?
Yeah.
Everybody should have a chance at justice. That's the bottom line, right? That's what we want. But the reality is that there's only so much justice that can go around. That's the problem.
And that's the trouble. But here's the thing: 99.9% of it goes to white people, right?
well, not even white people. I would just say affluent people. So like justice is a relative concept.
Yeah.
When something bad happens to someone who's less affluent, then the level of scrutiny and investigating is less. Like if something happened to, like, say, Barack Obama's kids, God forbid, or Joe Biden's kids, yeah, they'd be scrambling the fucking FBI.
Here's
the
a perfect
CIA,
example.
Right?
Here's a
Right?
perfect example, and this
It's
isn't
true.
even racial.
Not racial, not even racial.
The basketball player in Russia right now.
it's
Brittany
Griner.
Griner, yeah.
Grenier.
Grenier. Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Brittany Grenier.
Grenier.
Her wife is upset that she doesn't think that the administration is doing enough, and maybe they're not. But there are families who have people who have been captured in Russia,
Sure.
who we haven't fucking heard of, and they're
Exactly.
like, dude, I wish I got the fucking press that you're getting right now. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So no
Here-
one's ever fucking happy.
Here, listen. Now I'll give you one more. I mean, with this stuff. Do you guys have any idea that the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial might go into reruns? Do you realize
I
this?
heard there might be.
Yeah. Did you guys hear why this happened?
No. Oh, because there was a fake juror.
No, it wasn't a fake juror. Are you ready for this? So a jury summons is sent to this guy's house, okay? And there's two people with the exact same name. One is 77 years old and one is 52. The jury summons was sent for the 77-year-old, but since they have the exact same name, like Mike Smith, right? There's
Oh,
Mike
my
Smith
God.
the third and Mike Smith the second. Mike Smith, the 52-year-old, shows up. Now, at this point, the entire time they're sitting there, no one is thinking to themselves, wow, that 77-year-old guy looks great. He looks 20 years
Yeah,
younger.
because people are fucking stupid. So
Right.
what's the
Right.
shock
so,
there?
So they go through this whole thing.
And honestly, do you want a 77-year-old in your fucking jury who can't even fucking follow, who's probably just worried about
but
gonna
listen,
fucking fall asleep and
but
scratch
here's
his
the
balls?
problem. Amber Heard's lawyer finds out about this, and she says it's a miscarriage of justice, and we're going to get Depp Heard trial 2, the revenge.
Yeah, that's great. You know why? Because now Amber Heard's going to be looking like more of a piece of shit than she already is. So that's great. So we're going to get to hear about it twice now.
And
so,
that's why-
So be careful what you wish for.
My wife asked me, she's like, why are they even bothering with this kid who shot the 8 people? Why do they try him for 8, just put him in jail? I'm like, because one specific case can have a flaw where they're like, oh, this is a mistrial.
Right.
So if he gets off on that, you don't want him walking. That's why they have to go through the 7. The American justice system, listen, it has its problems, but it's important.
sure it does.
But it's important that we follow some type of system, unlike Russia, where there's like, you're in fucking jail for 20 years now.
Well, China,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Right.
where
Well,
you
they-
speak
they-
out.
They said the conviction rate in Russia is 99% if you go to court in Russia. 99.999%.
Okay, so we don't talk much about sports.
I don't know who the guy got
We don't
off.
talk about
Who's the guy got off? That's all.
Bruno.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. No. You guys know Boris Johnson resigned, right?
Yes.
Yes. Now,
Shocking.
yeah. So Boris Johnson said that he gave up the greatest job in the world.
Yep.
And I say to that, bullshit. Listen, Prime Minister of Europe is not the greatest job in the world. Here, I'll give you a great job.
He's Great Britain.
You ready?
He's Great
You ready?
Britain. Yeah.
DJ strip club.
Nice.
DJ at a strip club. That's a great job. You know you're getting pussy, right?
Right.
All you got to do is play some songs. You know you're getting laid if you're a DJ at a strip club.
You don't even need like, be a DJ. You just need to play like a Spotify list, right?
How
You don't
about,
even need
how about
yeah.
this? How about the guy who fills up the buffet at the strip club? Because there are buffets at a
What?
fucking strip club in Vegas. There
Not
literally
not
is
even buffet.
food.
Heavenly Bodies had a buffet.
Yeah, there is literally.
All right, Ted. We know you. We know you.
Who wants to eat at a strip
There was
club?
nothing wrong.
I mean, I know.
There's actually nothing wrong with a burger.
Wait, sorry, I
at a
heard
strip
it.
bar.
I heard it.
Do you have a fish? Do you have some kind of fish I could eat? Here, I'll give you a good job. I'll give you a good job that anybody could do. So when you're in a construction zone, the guy who holds up the slow sign.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take that job. I'll take that job.
Is it him that he's saying, I'm slow, don't hit me?
Slow. Watch out. Okay. I mean that's a great. Listen, here's a good gig. So you guys know I work at a golf course during the summer, right? So there's a chick that comes in and she drives around all day. It's a full-time job. She drives around all day delivering mail from different park district and like yeah. So different city, like
Really?
so it's this suburb that's in there, right?
Municipalities or-
Yeah. So she drives around. This is what she does all day from like 9 to 5, right? She drives around and she brings like necessary mail that you can't send email wise, that you have like papers and stuff, right? And so she comes in and she does this, and I'm like, tell one of the guys, I'm like, hey man, what is this chick doing? It's like, oh, she drives. I said, all right, she needs to be very careful. And the guy's like, what? I go, I want that job. Yeah, I want that job. She literally like, hi, how you doing? She goes, hey Matt, how you doing? I go, yeah, I think her name is Doris or something. I'm like, hey Doris. I go, having a good day? She goes, yeah, just driving around.
Did you say clitoris or Doris?
Doris.
Dolores.
Doris the clitoris.
Dolores!
Yeah. But yeah, what a great job. She just drives around all day long. I'm just like, I want that job. My buddies are like, why? I go, because I don't want to think.
The only thing better would be if they combined her job with like liquor, like in the cart, like a cart girl.
So I could lick her?
Liquor in the front.
She's not that attractive. She's
No,
actually really unattractive. Yeah.
Not like a cart girl with liquor in the cart.
So I go around and I deliver stuff, and I also
You
like,
want a beer?
Who wants a beer?
You want a beer?
Yeah, shots and okay. So guys, I know we don't talk about sports a lot, but I found this sports story and I thought it was awesome.
Is this
Okay,
8-5 triple play?
so let's say you guys are hired as a new coach for a team. What's the first thing you would do? The first thing you would do as a new coach.
Fire everybody and get new staff.
Okay, all right, Johnny.
I would take an inventory of my team and figure out,
Okay, well, if you got hired as the women's volleyball coach at Grambling State, here's what you would do. You would kick all the kids off the team. Every girl was removed from the team, and all of their scholarships were revoked.
And this is going to be a little bit naive on my part, but is Grambling, is it a black
It's
college?
an HSB. It's a historically black college.
Yeah.
It's like
that's what I
Howard. It's like
thought.
Howard. It's all African American. It's all
Now,
African
is the
American
coach
school.
black? Or?
So
Yes,
yes,
she was
she
black.
is. So she was a former player.
Okay.
And she actually coached at. Are you ready? Arkansas Pine Bluff. Anybody knows
Heard of them?
who went to
Scotty
Arkansas?
Pippen. Scotty Pippen.
I was
No
gonna
Tip and
say,
Pippen.
yeah.
No Tippin Pippen.
Yeah. So her immediately within like 2 or 3 days, she cut all the kids on the team, took all their scholarships away, and was fired the next day.
Wow.
Yeah. So don't do
Good,
that.
good job, athletic director.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do that. So
I
she went rogue and just.
I would like to
Yeah.
have a conversation with whoever interviewed her and hired her because
Actually,
because that's if I'm interviewing someone, I'm like, what's your process?
Everyone
What are you gonna
gone,
come in
dead,
here, right?
gone,
Yeah.
killed. What?
You know, he's actually a good college coach. Actually, Deion Sanders
Yeah,
is coaching
Jackson State.
He's actually
Yeah.
a very good coach. Actually, I think he actually got an offer from a higher level school because he's actually that good. He's actually a very
Yeah, so he got a lot of high level.
Yeah.
got a high level
Yeah.
guys. Okay, so and there's another sports story that I love. Okay, there's another sports story I love. Do you guys? I know everybody does. You guys follow Tour de France, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
of course.
a little bit,
Oh,
yeah.
fuck yeah. Okay, so I don't. You guys know that recently in the last, I don't know, every single race in the last 20 years, people have been cheating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of blood doping. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
For sure.
So, but do you know before all the blood doping stuff, there was a lot of really cool ways to cheat in the Tour de France, and I did not know that.
I didn't know that.
Okay, you ready? Before there was video, here's what guys would do. They would get on trains and get in cars and just ride. No one.
Train spotting.
So,
Yeah,
so here's the
yeah.
funny. So here's the funny thing. You remember the New York City Marathon years ago? There was a lady named
Rosie
Rosie
something.
Lopez or something.
Yeah,
Rosie,
yeah.
yeah, something. But she actually did the same thing. She took a subway train
Yep.
so it was a 23-mile race. She took it about 20 miles, and she gets out of the train, and they show her like running like this, like she's out of breath, and she crosses the finish line. I mean, she's like the most out of shape person
Yeah.
ever. So there's no way. I mean, nobody would believe that. So,
She's about 5 feet tall, about
yeah.
290
Yeah.
pounds.
She had like
Just
she
won.
had like a 28% body mass BMI.
Right.
I mean, there's no.
So
way.
no, dude, I was looking at this Tour de France, and I was like, I had to look it up, right? So besides getting on trains and cars, okay, in the early 1900s, guys were poisoning each other. Yeah, they were literally poisoning each other.
Putin?
Okay, I can respect that.
Putin much?
I can respect that.
Listen, it's just kind of funny. So fans, the people they liked and didn't like, they would throw nails on the road to eliminate people they didn't like.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Is that nuts? Right? That is totally fucking crazy.
Let me just tell you how important it is to have the proper nail. I used to like... my dad would we'd build stuff together, and I was super hands-on,
sex dolls,
whatever. And for some reason, I had a nail that was probably about 4 full inches, like a fucking railroad spike.
So like a huge cock kind of nail, right?
And we were playing around with it, whatever, in the living room or whatever. And then later, my sister and I were in there, and we were playing this game where we put 2 chairs together face to face, and we were rolling off the chairs and just whatever.
What game is that?
Yeah,
is that like Brain Damage?
I don't know. We're like little kids, like
Brain
little,
Damage the game.
It's like grab ass. It's okay. It's just
like
something
little
Grab ass.
tiny kids, right? Like
Okay.
4, 5, 6, whatever. I don't know how old we were.
19.
She falls off the chair, and that railroad spike fully through her foot.
No way.
Fully through her
I had a
foot.
feeling that spike was coming somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah,
Where-
we had to go to the emergency
Why was it
room.
there?
We had to go to the emergency room, and then it was literally like about 4 inches, right through her entire foot. I'm like, I don't even know how that happens, because how does it should be flat, not sticking up. You know what I mean? I don't understand.
I don't know. One of my buddies, when we were
Murphy's
playing
Law.
tag or whatever, and we got to the point where we were really listen, we got to the point where we were really good. We were climbing on roofs and stuff and garage roofs, right? And so you get on a garage roof, and then the other guy would figure out the way to get up there, and then you jump off a garage roof.
Yep.
I mean,
I've done that.
Yeah, we've all done it,
Yeah.
right? So we're all good, okay? So I'm getting this guy, and I see him up there, and it's my buddy Tommy, and I climb up, and he jumps off the roof, and all of a sudden he's just laying there, right? And so I jump down right after him, right, and I tag him. He has got about a 4-inch nail stuck through the bottom of his shoe, out through his foot, through the top of the shoe.
That's my sister.
Right? And I'm doing this, You're it, right? And I'm walking away, and he's screaming. And one of the guys, this is so funny, one of the guys is just like, he's got a nail in his foot. And I'm like, well, it's going to be hard to catch me, man. See you guys later. Fuck off.
We literally, so in my neighborhood, where I grew up, there'd be buildings right next to each other, and they'd have those wooden stairwells.
Oh, yeah,
up,
for
right?
sure.
But they'd be close to each other. We'd go up to the second floor, go over the railing and stand on it, and jump from that building to the other.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And you had to grab the rail and stick your toes under the.
Yeah, of course you did.
Could you imagine if your kids were doing that? You'd be like,
You
what
would
the
lose your
fuck is wrong with
right,
you?
You would lose your
Yeah,
mind, right?
yeah.
You're like, you shouldn't do that.
You're
I was
gonna
wildly
die.
successful at that.
I don't have anything that dramatic, but the only thing I can think of that was sort of funny. So when I was a kid, when I was maybe 12 or 13, for some reason I had a fishing line, and I was swinging it like this.
Fishing line.
Yeah, and then it actually stuck in my friend's eye. It got caught here, it actually hooked
With
under
a
his
fish hook in it.
With the fish hook, yeah. So it actually hooked under his eyebrow, and it was just kind of there. And it was to me it was kind of funny.
Holy
but
shit.
I will say this: how many eye injuries? I think everyone has a story where something has happened near your eye.
Yeah, near your eye, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, Jesus Christ, how am I not fucking blind?
Yeah. Okay, so let me ask you guys this question, okay? And you tell me if this is right or wrong, okay? A funeral home in Colorado was
God.
listen, no, it was double dipping, okay? Okay, so they would take in dead bodies, pretend to cremate them, and then sell the body parts for surgical training places and educational purposes.
I heard about
Is that wrong?
Yeah, well, without
Yeah.
permission from the loved ones, it is wrong.
But is it? I mean, here's the thing. They would tell the people that they were cremating them, right? And they would give them some ashes. I mean, you could burn anything, okay? And then they would just sell the body parts. Is that's wrong?
I mean, morally, because people are so freaked out about death, I could see why people are like hypersensitive to that. I mean,
It's ethically wrong.
Ethically wrong, but is it wrong because the person's dead? I get it, and you're obviously doing a service to science. But I mean, to the loved ones who it's happening to, that could be a little disconcerting. But I get it. But is it wrong in the scheme of things?
Like,
Probably not.
Yes, Ted. Here, Ted.
Yeah.
You just failed because yes, it is. Because this chick who was doing this in this Colorado thing, she was sending out emails and telling people, "I've got spines, I've got brains. Listen, and I'm gonna sell them to you at like this and this and this." She was literally
knockoff prices.
No, I got the best story though. This is the best. Actually, you just triggered my memory. So there was a case where a guy. This is great. This is great. This is back in the 1980s. So this guy, he sold his mother's corpse. She was like in her 80s. He sold her corpse to medical science, as a cadaver too,
Right.
for medical science, and then.
Why is this funny?
This is so good.
Why is this funny?
No, this is good. You're gonna see why this is good. So for whatever reason, after he sold the body, which he did legally,
right.
the science place sold it to the military, and they put the corpse in a jet to like shoot it into space to see what would happen if you ejected a body from space.
Wait, how do they keep track of this? How could anyone know that was the same body? What, did he get mad?
And so, long story short, they ejected her from like a capsule, like a space capsule,
What the
with
fuck?
the parachute to see in the atmosphere to see what would happen if she burned up in the atmosphere. Yeah, it was fucking hilarious. But apparently he was offended by that.
Dude,
He was
I
offended by that.
love. Here's what I love.
John, did you hear that?
Yes. I love
John,
that
here-
you
wait.
think. I love that you think that is funny.
So, John, what happened?
Yes, he
is
heard it.
A
He
man,
heard-
a man
Teddy.
sold his mother
Teddy,
to
he heard-
science, and then they sold it, and then the
Teddy.
science sold her body to the military, who put her in a jet and just.
Yes. Listen. Okay. Hold on a second. So I've got a problem, and I got to get back to the shooting.
It's like Winging at Bernie's.
Yeah.
That's all
No.
I'm saying.
Listen. I got to get back to the shooting in Highland Park, right? Because I got to do this. But it's don't worry. So Clarence Thomas has a little problem. I
That
think.
was going to be. That's where I was going. Same thing.
Okay. So a while back, Highland Park, where they had the shooting, they banned assault rifles. Now, let me just say this: useless, absolutely useless. If you can get an assault rifle, 20 miles away, banning it in your town is absolutely fucking useless. Here, and I'll tell you why. Chicago has a ban on selling guns, and we have, except for like D.C. and like Baltimore, Maryland. It's the greatest place to get murdered.
Yeah.
is in Chicago. Okay, so it made it to the Supreme Court, right? This ban on guns in Highland Park. It made it to the Supreme Court, and Thomas said that most people using sporting rifles, and he called them sporting rifles, right? These are AR-15s and AK-47s. He goes, most people are using them properly. And I would argue that the piece of shit who killed those 7 people, he used it properly. An AR-15 and an AK-47 is used to kill people, right? And he did exactly, it was used exactly for what it's for.
And that was one of the topics I wanted to bring up because I was going to say actions have consequences. And this motherfucking piece of shit, and we all know Clarence Thomas and his wife are pieces of shit.
Oh, man.
He did that ruling where he's like basically in Highland Park where an AR-15 was used to kill and murder 8 people. I just hope that fucker can't sleep at night. I know he can because he's a piece of shit. But it's like, what a worthless fucking you're on the Supreme Court. Your job is not to be a political fucking pawn for the Republicans. Your job is to do what's right by the law and for the people. And he is a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, but John, you have to
And
remember.
he can suck my dick.
Whoa! 2 dick sucking.
And here's the other thing for Clarence. Listen, Clarence, with your fucking freedom and privacy rights, listen, you're married to a fucking white woman, you motherfucker. They may be coming after you, right? I got no problem with that, but you apparently do.
Yeah.
You don't like gay people getting married. What if I say you shouldn't fucking marry a white woman? You fucking piece of shit. You can suck my dick.
Well, let's hang on there, Buckaroo.
Nice.
Let's hang on there, Buckaroo. So
Nice.
let's just look at the big picture. So right now you're seeing the tree, but let's see the forest. The forest is. Do we even really need this? Is the Supreme Court even necessary? I mean, it's such an antiquated entity. You know what the Supreme Court is? Supreme Court's like a VCR repairman, and then they're from a bygone era that doesn't even exist anymore. I mean, these are obviously not the 9 wisest jurists in the land. They're just political
and
appointees
it was never just
who are there
9.
for life.
It was never
Yeah,
just
but I'm
9.
saying
It's been different numbers.
But we could
so.
say the same thing for politicians. I mean, these people who have lifetime appointments, I mean, or not even lifetime appointments, but just who keep getting reelected over and over again. I mean, it's a professional job for them. They're not there to serve the interests of the public. They're there to serve themselves, their family, their friends.
And as long as
they're
we're
there to make
right?
money.
And as long as we're talking about pieces of shit, may I bring up another one?
Yes, you may, John.
Lauren Boebert,
Oh man.
your favorite.
Oh man, that
You-
bitch she is out. Man, that bitch is out of control.
You know where this is going. So apparently there's this wonderful group of people called the American Muckrakers Society or whatever, right?
Oh yeah, they are.
They're the ones who are going after Matthew or what the fuck is his name?
No, I don't know.
Math.
That's me. No.
No, not Matt.
They're coming right after me. Wow, you are doing a terrible job of knowing shit today.
I drank before I came. Math.
I thought you
So everybody is fucked up before they got here except me.
wait, did you take bath
God
salt before you
damn
came, or
it.
you drank before
No,
you
the
came?
wheelchair dude.
Our buddy.
Cawthorn.
Yeah, Madison Cawthorn.
Madison Cawthorn. Thank you.
Wait,
I apologize.
He didn't get reelected, right? He didn't even
No.
get reelected.
Oh no, he's fucked.
Yeah.
He's fucked.
He's only 26, by the way, or 27.
So they were the ones who went after him a little bit and kind of publicized a lot of his.
Well, yeah,
shit.
after he shit on
yeah,
everybody,
right. He did a lot of.
That's the only
he
reason,
did a
yeah.
lot of self harm.
Yes.
But Lauren Boebert, this fucking cunt, apparently, apparently,
The Irish use that word every day.
ooh, you fucking
Actually,
cunt.
I should say twat. Actually, I've been a woman who said twat a lot. It was actually pretty impressive. She goes,
It's
she
not
actually,
a-
She actually referred to the women as twats. I was actually pretty impressed with that. You don't really hear a woman calling another
It's
woman
not
a twat.
offensive if you do an accent. Ooh, you fucking cunt.
Yeah. No, listen. A word is a word. If you're offended by a word, then you have the problem. Because a word is just a word.
So she.
Wait, I heard bird is the word. Bird is the word.
So apparently she was a escort.
Wait a minute. What?
Yes.
I did not hear that.
Yes. Apparently she was a female escort. She got her GED just before she got into Congress in order to get into Congress. She was a female
Wait a
escort.
minute. Your GED? I think you know what? I think I have 2 dogs. I think one of them got their GED.
Right.
No offense.
They
no
both
offense to
got their
anyone.
fucking. We know they both had their GED. So she was apparently an escort and has had 2 abortions.
Oh my God.
And this bitch is out there fucking
hating
preaching.
abortions and doing all that
So
stuff. It is.
She
it's
said
just
she's
the way
gonna
it is.
sue them, but I'm pretty sure she's not because they literally are like, please send us if you know her, if you have video evidence or emails or whatever, send it to them. They basically are hunting her like a vampire, dog, rabbit, whatever.
So listen, I'll tell you this. Some of the states that have bans on abortion, they're telling the women there not to use apps that chart their
Their cycles.
their cycles, because that can be used against them
In a
if
court of
they
law.
get an abortion.
right.
Yeah. Think about what I mean. If that doesn't sound super Hitlery, I don't even know how. I don't even know what does.
And here's the thing, right? Listen, I don't think Democrats or Republicans are the best whatever, right? They're politicians. Politicians are
Yeah.
fucking pieces of shit for the most part.
Yeah,
But
99.9%.
Here's the problem with the Republicans as of late. They're filthy, lying hypocrites. And here's how I'll tell you how that's the case. They don't want the federal government up in your fucking business. Literally, they're like, I don't care if there's fucking someone going to kill someone. You can't break into their fucking phone. But now when there's an abortion and a little tot who, hasn't been born yet, I need to break into that fucking phone.
to find out.
Right?
Yeah,
Because they're fucking filthy fucking hypocrites. They have no fucking stance. You know what I mean?
Listen. I agree. I actually agree 100%. Listen. So Teddy, I know you want to end this, but you can't because you don't know how to.
nothing.
Yeah, you got nothing. But I want to have a little fun. Okay, so we know that every week Fox News has to apologize. Okay, so Fox News is going to apologize very soon for this. One of their hosts, Emily Compagno, she might have slightly misrepresented the truth, but she's got a good reason, okay? She was trying to make a point that American voting rights are awesome, okay? And she said that in Kenya, pregnant women can't leave their homes, and therefore pregnant women can't vote, and that's terrible. Okay? And that sounds awful, doesn't it?
Certainly does.
It sounds weird that an entire country would not let pregnant women, and how would you even know that?
Is that true, though?
Absolutely not, Ted.
Okay.
Okay. One small problem. One small problem. Like most places on the planet, except Muslim countries, pregnant women in Kenya can leave their homes.
Yeah.
They can vote. The people in Kenya who heard this actually said, "Listen, when you're pregnant, we let you go to the front of the line so that you can."
Vote first.
Yeah, vote first, and then you can get away so that you can stay healthy.
And
my
we
question
will
is
shoot you, or if someone tries to give you a bottle of water, we will fucking arrest them.
how could she not? How could she say something so ignorant and not know that?
Ted, okay, hold on.
Since we know that,
Right. Hold on. Now, the folks in Kenya actually mentioned that, just kind of a little slap in the face, that women in Kenya, when they give birth, it's free. They don't charge them, unlike here where everything's going to charge, okay? So Ms. Campagno, she said she read it on a website, and she's sticking by her claims.
Yeah.
And then so she found, and she sent the website out, which is, by the way, a completely baseless.
Right.
I mean, it would be like if Ted tomorrow just went like this. He goes, yeah, guys with, because Ted's got a small dick, right? He goes, if guys with big dicks are like kind of like losers and jagoffs, and then on Fox News tomorrow they'd be like, oh yeah, guys with big dicks are losers and jagoffs. I saw it on a website. Yeah, she literally her kind of like claim to fame, her kind of like defense on this is she found it on a website.
well, a website. Like anyway, so it's funny.
Any website, Ted.
Actually,
And-
I'm not going into detail, but the guy we talked to in Tucson, the bar in Tucson, who was convinced at the time, this was like 2 years ago, he was convinced. So Joe Biden was the president. He was convinced that Donald Trump was going to be the co-president along with Joe Biden at the same desk. And this guy was dead serious. And we tried to change the subject about 100 times because we couldn't listen to this lunacy anymore.
Johnny, it was this guy.
Yeah,
Listen,
he was a normal-looking guy.
He
He
was
was retired. He wasn't like off the street. He wasn't like a homeless person. He was a normal person who was obviously. But you know what? He was at a website. He went to a website and he was convinced.
And that's the scary thing. Like these pieces of shit, they don't have any facts or whatever. And like, and again, you bring up Kenya and like, oh, it's Kenya, so people will believe whatever the fuck.
Right. Like something really bad happens there because
because it's Kenya. It's like really bad things are happening here in America, not Kenya.
Yeah.
By the way, I took a hot air balloon trip in Kenya over the Serengeti, and it was one of the most amazing things in my life.
You were not. Let me ask you this: and no one
No
was
pregnant
No,
women.
no one was pregnant, so they could all
I saw
do it.
two of them pop out to vote real quick, and then just come back in their little huts.
That's impressive.
It was insane. Like
All right.
that was the highlight. That was a highlight.
All right, so Teddy, I know you are not capable right now of ending this, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do this. Okay, so Teddy, I'm gonna give you first shot at this to end the show. This is we're done for today. Teddy, what would you like to leave all the people? And remember, you're in charge.
In 6 continents.
Yeah, listen, hold on. Before Johnny does that, listen, everybody, in case you're listening to this, we are on 6 out of 7 continents, okay?
Kenya is the only country we're not.
Yeah.
Well, we will be next week. Though,
Not
after
yeah,
this,
not
after
not
this
yet.
week, so, yeah.
Okay, and so many different countries and 31 states. 31 states. We added a couple of states, right? So people are listening. Teddy, what would you like to tell all those people at the end today?
I want to say, Brian, thank you. Thanks again for being here. Even though you're not here now, you must have done something good like five years ago. But for some reason, we love you. We need to thank you repeatedly. So, Brian, thank you. Even though you're not here now, thank you for what you will do in the future and what you did in the past. Thank you, Brian.
Teddy,
And thanks our listeners.
listen. Just because you have never been thanked for anything, I mean,
I don't need your approval.
yes.
Wait, is this a-
Yeah, I don't know what the hell he's doing. Okay, Johnny.
I love how every other week or so, and I'm going to use a really fucking old phrase, but Ted gets this bee in his bonnet, right? For gas prices for the most part. But
Right.
now it's like, apparently it's going to be saying thank you to Brian.
No, I can't stop saying.
Yeah, fuck you, Brian.
You suck, Brian.
Yeah.
I was so I can't stop saying thank you to Brian. Thank you, Brian.
Okay,
No.
and by the way, if it sounds weird,
Thank you.
Ted has once again fucked up his microphone so that it
Yeah.
is.
It's gone. He just broke it. I'll fix it. No, stop.
Did you guys hear that? Ted has broken.
I will.
I love that you can't make this thing work.
You need to make the microphones more like
Oh my
the shape of a
God.
penis. I think he'd be able to handle that better.
Then it was be like Ted, get your mouth off the microphone.
And apparently a circumcised penis.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, so
No,
Ted,
I will just say that this is a great. I think this is a great show. I had fun. It was a little later than normal, so maybe we came in a little hot. I
No,
don't know.
everybody's wait. Listen, I'm the only guy who started out sober here. Just so you know, okay?
We all had dinner plans and
yeah,
stuff.
so,
and
yeah. So
came
we
in
definitely
late,
recorded
so,
a couple
yeah.
hours later, and everybody came in, totally fucked up. But not me, everybody. I'm your savior. Of,
Sober.
Yeah,
Your
I'm your
sober
savior.
savior.
Sober. Yeah. And by the way, before I go to bed tonight, I'm going to be.
Wasted.
Ted is. Oh my God.
He's blowing
I
his
swear to
microphone.
God. Okay.
He's got the microphone fully in his mouth.
Oh man! All right, so this is what I'm going to say. So next week, Johnny is going to be leading us. Okay, and I think our new thing is going to be like every week somebody will will just kind of switch off. Okay, and we'll just kind of like somebody to kind of guide us through the whole thing. And you get some different perspectives. That's what I love about everything. And Teddy is literally reminding me to tell you that someday Brian will be leading us into the heart of darkness. Right? All right. So everybody enjoy the show. We love doing this. Show number 26? Is that crazy? Show number 26. We'll be here next week. We're going to record a little bit early, so we're going to go ahead and post early next week. And listen, if you love us, get on social media and hit us up with everything. If you have ideas, send them to us, and we will literally listen to everything. We love getting the feedback and everything. Have a great weekend, and we will see you guys next week.